It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
I'm gonna pack one, pick one this Grizzlebrand. For me, the only other card here that's like really an option for pack one, pick one is the Balance. And we did that more recently than Grizzlebrand. Nice to switch it up a little bit. I think you need your ears checks, Reflective Factory. Unless you've been like intentionally stuffing them with dog shit and that's just how you intend to hear things. I would probably get them checked. Let's grab this Animate Dead. Animate Dead's so good. Fable's also really good in Red-Black Reanimator, but I don't think you pass up Animate Dead this early. Got ourselves a little 1-2 combo. You didn't know I wrote that? That's a very complex melodic riff there. It's like a prog track in comparison to a pop track. Borderline like math metal, math rock. So we get a little vampiric tutor here. A little vamp action. I really do like tutors in Reanimator. Because you're basically doing a combo deck, right? It'll just be a lot more consistent. We're thinking a little bit about Bitter Triumph as a discard outlet. Yeah, maybe we're blue-black again, huh? Take the Sewers here. If we had Entomb already, the Mystical Tutor would be tempting. Entomb Exhume stuff. Hey, Errant 99, thanks for the $20 donation. Stip 40. I'll do my best, Errant. I'll do my best here. I suppose. More comes to play tap lands. I wonder if Oduar is better. It's a nice tool to have in your deck. Oh yeah, it's mostly just prog without the soul. Where people are just like trying to make the most complicated shit. A Bazaar is a discard outlet. I don't know. Much less funny to imagine, yeah. Ooh, Grief looks good here, huh? Grief looks good. Yeah, same lemons. Yeah, deck could use a frog, huh? The opening draft that I did today, I drafted black with like a blue splash for frog and a couple counters. And it played very well. Frog is so good, especially with Grizzlebrand, huh? It just like gives you another threat. With all those extra cards that you just drew. I'm not huge on Stitcher Supplier unless you're playing Hagak. Because then it's fueling it while also being a body. Meanwhile, I think Torsten's worth reanimating. We don't have any blue cards, but the blue-black duels are going around, which makes me feel good about getting a frog at some point. I have never played Ephemerate in Reanimator, no. Well, the Bitter Triumph is still here. That discard outlet is still here, but there's also Strix. Do love me a Strix. I'm going to take the Bitter Triumph. This plays better with our plan A, hum. I think this is my favorite song about snorting whiskey. What kind of first picks would you want to go with Survival Gak? Oh, you just want to start jamming it. Maybe like a Mana Dork. Like Ignoble Hierarch could set you up in that direction. I was like, oh man, an off-color Mox, but I guess I do have all these blue duels. I'm a big fan of Mox Diamond, but I think Hull Breacher is a little bit better here. You're rooting for Flash? I mean, Flash and Torsten are good together. Yeah, the options here are Lorien Revealed, Hull Breacher, and Mox Diamond. To play Mox Diamond in this deck, you'd want like some serious card draw. I guess Grizzlebrand is serious card draw. Hopefully that card does something, huh? The issue with Hull Breacher is that it either does like everything or nothing, right? Like a 3-mana 3/2 is not playable in Vintage Cube. The ability has to be relevant. But when it's relevant, it's very good. 2 band cards. We got a few more than that, right? Mock Sapphire, Abandoned Legacy. Well, there's another discard outlet. Currently only one reanimation effect. I'd like an Entomb, and I'd like more reanimation effects. I don't have to Vamp Tutor for Animate Dead every game. For me, this is between Urborg and Cut Down. Well, I mean, Echo and Hullbreach are a combo, I guess. Might play well with all the discard outlets that we got, huh? This Echo. I've been talking a lot about how I like tutors in my Reanimator decks. They do, the tutor at the top of your library cards do have diminishing returns. And we already have Vampiric Tutor. I think I'm still going to grab Seal. Ooh, a little bit of this. A little bit of this action. Yeah, Deathray Shaman wouldn't be bad here, but getting some counters, getting any counters at all. Especially free ones with Grizzlebrand draw. Ooh, Sup Troll. No, Oath of Druids is not tempting. Talisman is not tempting. Talisman is tempting in a deck where a curve goes above 2. Look, what are we ramping into a Talisman here? Payoffs. We don't need payoffs. We need enablers. We have a Grizzlebrand and a Torsten here. Totally fine for a Reanimator deck if we got an Entomb. Even the Troll, right? Am I generally main decking Breacher if it doesn't do anything in your deck? Hull Breacher? It depends. It really depends. Mostly on my playable count. Yeah, the more redundant pieces we get, the less stretched our tutors are going to be. Ooh, Inquisition Wheel. I almost like taking that Doomsday and opening up being a Doomsday deck, right? Good Oracle Impact 3. Oh shit, what up? Hey Lars, thanks for the resub, thanks for the 33 months. I wouldn't want to play top and Reanimator Yellow Banana. Yeah, we saw pretty much every relevant black card wheel. Trying to think about what wins more games between Mana Drain and Burrogoyf. I think it's kind of close. I'm going to take the Mana Drain, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's wrong here. Neither of them are coming back Firestarter. They're both really good cards. In this spot, you should just take whichever one you think is best for your deck. I think it's Mana Drain very slightly. Think about the Xander's Lounge. Now that we have a double blue card on 2, I should grab Lounge. There's one more dual land here. I hate having like multiple comes to play tap lands in these like really tight curve decks. Duress, Mind Twist, Recurring Nightmare. I mean, I'm light on things to actually recur my stuff, right? Right now I just have Animate Dead. I think I gotta play this Recurring Nightmare. Corpse Dance is okay with Grizzlebrand. It's pretty bad with Torsten. I'm just gonna grab Liliana here. I think. Yeah, Memory Lapse isn't bad either. Yeah, give me the Liliana. Hello, Shieldred. Yeah, Shieldred and Hull Breacher are doing the thing with Echo of Eons. Emperor Mode's here is sweet. It's another thing to sack to Recurring Nightmare, but it's also just like another thing that could launch in a Grizzlebrand or what have you. Hell yeah, Thrasher. Thanks to the 69 months. Nice. The song's just Tool Undertow. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Necromancy. I got excited about Tar Pit for a second, but Necromancy's way better here. Cool. We went from 1 reanimation effect to essentially 4, huh? With Emperor Bones, Recurring Nightmare, Necromancy, and Animate Dead. It's a lot better. The key card we missed was Entomb. We never saw Entomb, but the rest of this is looking pretty good. And the Burrogoyf Wield. All right, I was wrong. I'm the only black drafter. Chad was right. I shouldn't have worried. Card's really good here, too. Yet another discard outlet. Nice Texilla. Omnath Drafters in this pod, yeah. I think I'm cutting Death right here. I'd like to cut the Evolved Sleeper. I think I'm just going to cut a lot of my removal and then end up boarding it in every time. Starting to look like a deck, huh? Starting to look like a deck. You want to cut days? I do not. I do not want to do that. Is Thoughtscour kind of playable? Thoughtscour is really bad. Like, Thoughtscour is worse than Consider, even in your graveyard-based decks. And we wouldn't have room for Consider here. I top-8'd a fucking GP with Thoughtscour. Trust me. It's not amazing. Is Nethergorth worth a cut? I think it's better than Evolved Sleeper. We're cutting another 1-drop. Imperial Seal is that to you. I will say, Thoughtscour interacting with the 2 to the top of the library cards is kind of sweet. Build your own Entomb. Imperial Seal for a Grizzlebrand. Thoughtscour herself. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Heart Monarch, thanks for 25 months. The issue is, like, you're generally not drawing Thoughtscour in combination with those cards. Like, a lot of the time, you're just going to draw it and just have to cast it. And in that case, I'd rather have any other card. I think we have enough discard outlets. I don't think we need to run it. I'm not cutting Days, Sandman Daniel. People could stop suggesting that, so I don't have to read the same comment for the 5th time. Thinking about cutting the Imperial Seal. Hey, Red Dog wins. Thanks for getting 5 subs. Congratulations to TS11FFI, Lisser42, Douglas Andrew, Sear Rate, and Shababa1989. Hell yeah, Red Dog. I think I'm cutting Imperial Seal. So this is 12 black, which is a bit more than we need. And 8 blue. 10 and 10's a little odd, but we do have doubles of both. I think I'm supposed to 11-9. Let's 11-9. Oh, I get another land. Yeah, I like going a little heavy on it because, like, a lot of these comes to play tap lands are just not going to let me have mana drain up on turn 2, right? That's true, the lead. You can also just cast Daze. Opponent's on a mold of 5. I thought about vamping for Troll and just, like, make a Troll on turn 3. Could I throw a Goyf? It depends. It depends on the size. I could not throw a 4/5 Goyf. An 0/1, a 1/2, I could throw one of those. Anything beyond that, I'm just throwing my back out. They scooped the match? They were just off it. Consider me tempted. Would obviously not keep this on the play. In feeders, the entry fee for the feeders is less than a league to lead. These are only 80 points to join. Should be easier to drop than normal. Always had it. Yeah, leagues are 100. Yeah, I like chilling here just in case they were planning on playing out a Containment Priest to combo with the Philia. So that's why I didn't Bitter Triumph the Philia. The 64 is free to enter. The prize for this is entry into the 64. There's no other prize in the 64, so... Or there's no other prize for these things, really. Right, Beadle? Like, it's fine to take risks when you keep hands, but the risks should have a payoff. And this hand definitely had that. Probably should have been that Xander's Lounge, actually. You thought the whole thing was a lot more expensive? It's very expensive time-wise, PH43. So you spend your 80 bits or whatever. That gets you invited to the 64, and then you have to win a 64. And then the winner of the 64 goes on to play the Saturday draft. And then the winner of that finally gets like a real prize, right? That's where all the EV is. Oh yeah, for sure, Progenimator. I've been really happy with Daybreak. Daybreak's running Moto as well. Yeah, it's just how satellites work, right? Like, say there's like a $10,000 tournament. A tournament that you could buy into with $10,000. And then you have a satellite tournament with like a $1,000 entry. It's just how they do it in poker, right? And 10 people join. Then you still have like the $10,000 for entry. Is just getting spread out at a lot more people. In this tournament, there's like, the one that I'm playing here, there's like 3 different feeders, right? And one of those drafts requires 64 people. Someone did the math on like how many people 4-0 out of random pods too. I almost pitched the Duress to Grief. Man, that would have been better. Basically, they're making plenty here. Oh, thanks, Casual GC. Yeah, each seat in the Vegas IRL draft represents like 4,000 some 8-person feeder leagues. That sounds right. Damn. Hey, good evening, Tackler. Oh, this will grow the Philia out of Harvester range. Still gonna do this. Parallax Wave is pretty good against Reanimator. Why nabbed that? As many as you can get, Slenderman. You cannot get enough. The theater events are only open for a day, and there's 8 64s over the course of the week. The original stats that they laid out were that it would be just getting a normal trophy, just 3-0ing, and there would be the whole weekend. And I was like, hot damn. Whole weekend? Getting a I mean, I bet I can get like pretty close to 8. I could get like 6 or 7. In the Cube for Charities, I usually get like 9 or 10 trophies. Maybe it's 8 to 10. I don't know. In that range, though, over the course of 2 days. I was thinking that I was going to be playing like all of the 64s every week based on the initial announcement. And it has not been like that at all. So much more of a grind. And if you could play like over half the 64s, then I think you have a really good shot of making it to the top 8 every week. And then if you make the top 8 several times, you know, you have a pretty real chance of getting there. Do I just grief them? Do I just grief them and take the Fury? Sick. Yeah, I get to see High on Fire this month too. I'm very excited about it. Very solid day. Yeah, I feel like I've been drafting good decks. I think that's the most important part. Is just like figuring out what lanes are open and drafting well. Obviously, playing well helps a lot. You need to play well after that, but you have like no chance to even get to the playing well stage if your deck doesn't do anything. Feels better than last weekend. It does feel a lot better than last weekend, even though I have the same number of invites from both. One of them had a win rate of like 60%. The other one has a win rate much, much higher than that. We can tank it with this Library of Alexandria. We just need a reanimation effect for this Grizzlebrand. That is bad for me. Jesus Christ. Alright, I think they're off library, I guess I could dig through time back up to it. I still kind of want to take the Demonic Tutor. Do we let them double Demonic Tutor? Dig through time is like close enough, right? To double Demonic Tutoring. Hell yeah, Killtrocity. Yeah, this month I'm seeing Truck Fighters, King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. This is an interesting Snapcaster. Because they could just Demonic Tutor, right? Truck Fighters, King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, and High on Fire. Which, in my opinion, is a very good month. that's a good Caleb month right there. And then next month, see an Iron Maiden. I'm a little nervous to just like Bone Shard spinning Grizzlebrand. In case they have like a Reanimate in their deck. I'm just gonna attack and pass. Hey, Quacks, thanks to 83 months there. Number go up indeed. Yeah, that Flame of Anor got him back up to fucking 7 cards again for Library. They were not below it very long, huh? I think they YOLO'd into it too, right? I mean, they must have ripped it. Because they lit on that Snapcaster cantrip. So they must have had the flame already for that to be a reasonable line. That Sheldock Isle's turned on. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Hex Magica, thanks to the sub, thanks to 65 months. Hey, Heldo, thanks for 15 months there. Thanks for sharing that Prime. Feels like a very low chance of resolving this Animate Dead. Opponent just Demonic Tutored. They've got a Sheldock Isle active. Oh, I should have animated it pre-combat, right? Because if they counter it, then that pumps the Nethergoyf. And there's like one more damage coming in. It could be relevant. How's that resolving? They have Orcs in hand. We know about Odawara. And that's it. I guess I'm drawing 7. Should I draw 14? Too bad I don't have an island here. Days would be amazing. Hey, Zal81, thanks to 81 months. Wow, what a coinkydink. Cheers, Zal. They have red mana. Can Flame of Anor don't go face? I mean, the Snapcaster's already in the graveyard. Creature cannot. I'm gonna lead on Grief. I'm just figuring out what to pitch here. Maybe this Emperor Bones. Yeah, I'm gonna discard pitch Grizzlebrand, I guess. Hey, Death by Rats, thanks for the sub, thanks for 45 months. Blackfire932, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Congratulations to Watch Edge, Comlin111, Horsefather Deluxe, Hermit Druid, and Findle Dude. Congrats, everybody. This is kind of sick, right? Just take the Emrakul, make them shuffle their graveyard back in. Yeah, I think that's great. And we could reanimate Grief here if we wanted. These are their 5 cards. Necromancy, Grief. What are we... Oh, shit, I can't Liliana now because I played a fucking island. Yeah, I guess I'll do the Grief thing. The most aggravating event ever. This thing? It's a lot of fun, I think. It definitely can be aggravating, but it's also a lot of fun. I'm supposed to grab Stern Scolding. That's why I didn't make sure to kill the Jace before serving, because we knew that they had that Otawara. I think I go Liliana Edict here. Actually, maybe I just play Shielded and pass. I have this mana drain. Yeah, it's not like activating Jace can get them out of that, right? I think that Sheldock Isle just had to land under it. It must have, right? It must have just been worthless. Whew. That game started with my opponent drawing like all the cards in the world off of library, so I'm glad we got there. I'm gonna bring in Shielded Edict. That seems like a good card for Emrakul. Really glad to be doing grief stuff here. Grief, Duress, all that stuff's amazing. Thinking if that Metamorph's tempting or not. You don't cut Bone Shards. Yeah, currently I need to cut before I add Metamorph. Hey, Lador, thanks for the $5. Good night to you as well. Is Deathrite Shaman to combat Yogg's Will relevant? Sort of. The thing is, we just don't have that much space, right? It's also good versus Snapcaster, the Deathrite. It's not terrible to think about. Could be better than Evolved Sleeper, but I mean, Evolved Sleeper was great there. Emperor Bones is also hitting their graveyard. Try it. Oh no, I just I clicked on the my YouTube to be reminded of like who the artist was. And then when you do that, your fucking commands get all fucked up. I want to Duress, make sure I don't just get like show and told on turn 3 here. Because that would be quite good. Five damage to target creature. It's an awkward number. That's how I feel about it as A&I. How dare this removal spell kill Shieldred? Oh my. Oh my. Wow, that Hull Breacher. So good. Oh my. Well, it's our what? 4th finals of the day. Let's get another invite. Looks like a keep. Hopefully we draw more gas here, huh? Cool stuff. Fuck. At least that wasteland's worthless here. Someone's making bank on these tourneys. They certainly are. Yeah, we don't want to get wastelanded here. Not bad. Shit, huh? I do not miss initiative in Vintage Cube, no. I think the initiative isn't depressive if every color gets it, but then you're just like adding this like weird dynamic to the cube, right? Am I supposed to trade here? They're making a fucking 5/7 this turn. Could just bounce the questing beast without a Wara. But then they play the 5/7 and then next turn play QB and attack with both. Fucking haste, Tom. If I draw a sorcery or something, I can pump the Netherglyph. And then that'll offer the trade with Questing Beast. How sick would it have been to bin Echo there, huh? Would have had a chance here. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Orchid, Pasta Man. Although I think they've been defunct for a long time. Yeah, I need another removal spell or two there, huh? I think Metamorph's going to be really good in this matchup. My opponent's playing green. They've got a lot of things worth cloning. I'm gonna bring in Harvester of Misery, really good against their dorks. Makes the edicts look better. Once if you can clear the dorks, right? Dam's gonna come in. Shieldred's Edict is gonna come in. I guess cut down too. Again, making the edicts better. And then opponent's just not drawing cards. I know Hull Breacher is good with Echo, but I think I'm gonna cut Hull Breacher. I think I might cut the Mana Drain in the Daze again. Even though Mana Drain's like really good against their top end, right? Yeah, maybe it's crazy talk. Oh, let's get Duress and Inquisition out of here. Removal's so much better. Oh, let's cut Evolve Sleeper. Hexmage is an answer to Nissa. I guess we just boarded it in Shieldred's Edict. Yeah, not sure about the Recurring Nightmare cut. But I like the rest of this. Yeah, this is the final round, Doc Prof. If we manage to come back here and get a nice 2-0, then we will have secured another invite for the 64s throughout the week. Some nice reanimation effects here, Yeah, right. Come on, fatty. That's not a nice. That's not a nice word to call me. Come on. Yeah, the bone shards might end up being pretty bad. Ledger Strider is starting to get a little gnarly, huh? A little worried about this Keen-Eyed. 4 more card types. That seems like very doable here, right? We have a Necromancy, an instant, and a... I think that thing just gets to become a fucking 7/7 next turn. While also breaking my Animate Dead. It's kind of a big deal. This is the best I've seen this card be in this. I've drafted it a few times, but I've never actually like gotten it to be a 7/7. Or had it be like relevant versus graveyard decks. And then we just keep Ledger Shredder back now. Make sure the Chariot can't get in for freezies. The Collective Brutality was maybe supposed to kill a dork here, huh? Delighted Halfling. Very killable. I think Shieldred's my best draw here. Chariot's getting in. Or maybe they just want 1 more mana for Cradle. Hold on to this Max Sapphire to potentially trigger this Ledger Shredder. There's a lot of mana, huh? 11 mana. What even costs 11? Finale's not in the cube. Finale should be in the cube. That is a large pest infestation. Toxic Deluge would be so good here. I don't think that knowledge does anything for me. Alright. Fucking... That's the third 3-1 of the day. Let's do one more, huh? Let's do one more. Let's win one more. Bookend the evening.